Hello guys, this video will be talking about the solution for to some problem, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and support us. Alright, so you might have seen this question earlier, so directly I'm getting into the example. So in the example they have given two values, one is of type array, the other one is of type integer. So first one, they have given some elements like some set of elements, and then they have given some target, and the expected output is of exactly 2. Alright, so everywhere it's 2, so they are talking about the index values. All right, so what two numbers, when they sum up together, they provide 9. All right, so look into this problem. So when we add up 2 and 7, we'll be getting 9. Just like that, here the target is 6, so when we add up 2 and 4, we'll be getting up 6. But we are not returning the actual values here. Look at this, we are not returning 2 and 4, or maybe like here we're not returning 7 and 2. Rather, we are returning the index value. You might be knowing about the index values, so it starts from 0. All right, so let's get into the problem. So for this, the minimum we could do is O of n. O of n, you you already know what is O of n, because O of 1 is like iterating the entire array at least once. All right, so we need a for loop to go through each and every values here. So I'm making a for loop first. Let's create a for loop here, and the length of the for loop has to be the length of this array. So I can get it, the array values are here stored in nums, so I'm getting it using nums dot length. All right, so I'm going to use hash map here. All right, so that's a good way of using here. So first I'm going to create a hash map. So map is the interface, and I'm going to store two things. So when it comes to hash map, you already know that you need two things. One is the key and the other one is value. So you have to give the data type for both the things, like what type of key and what type of value. Here I'm going to use integer for both, so it'll be integer comma integer. Let me have some object for that, and then all right, so here I'm done with creating the. All right, so here what I'm going to do here is, look at this, target 9. We are supposed to get target 9. So what I'll be doing is like, look at this one. I'm going to take this 2 and put it into my hash map. So this 2 will be there in my hash map as a key. I'm talking about this 2. This 2 will be there as my key. Alright, so what will be my value? Value will be my index value. So let's suppose I'm going to store this 2. It will be in this way. So let's say 2 will be stored and its own index value will be stored here. And then again I'll be storing 7, and then I'll be storing 1 because 1, so because like 7 is at the index value 1. Alright, but while going through this one, we are not just going to do this one. Meanwhile, we are going to check every time we put a value into the hash map, we are going to do something else as well. So that is, we are going to check the pairs. What do you mean by pairs? Let's say, let's say as for now your hash map is empty. Alright, your hash map is empty as for now, and 2 is the very first number we are going to take, since that's the very first number in the array. So we take 2, and we'll be checking whether there is any pair for 2. What do you mean by pairs? Actually, pairs is nothing but for 2, along with 2, who is to be added to get the target. So in order to get the target 9, with 2 we are supposed to add 7. 7 is the target, right? As for now, we don't have anything in the hash map. Do remember that. Alright, so before I put 2 into my hash map, what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to check whether the partner is there or not, already present or not. If he's already there, then I can say, okay, I already found the partner, so I can stop there, I can return the result. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to check if my target minus, my target is actually 9, so 9 minus the current value. How am I supposed to get the current value? That's nothing but nums of I. This way I'll be getting the current number. Each iteration I'll be getting different number. First iteration I'll be taking 2, second I'll be taking 7. It goes like that. Alright, so target minus nums of I. So if I reduce these two things, I have to get the partner of this one, not actually 2, the partner of 2. Alright, so target minus the current number will be giving you the partner of 2, that is 7. Alright, so I have to check my map dot contains Contains key is nothing but is a method which will tell whether there is a key already or not. Contains key. If it is already contains, if this guy is already there, what does that mean? Okay, let me tell you one thing. If this guy is already there, which means the partner of 2 is already there, alright, we are done because one guy is already there and the next guy is here. We can return the result. So in order to return the result, look at this one. The return type is integer array. So we are supposed to create an array. Let me name it as out. Alright, one thing to tell you, the array, the return size is always 2. They are asking about 2 numbers, right? So the size is always 2 here. Alright, so now I'm gonna tell that out of 0 is equal to the current value, then again out of 1 is equal to the previous one. As I told you, the partner is already available, so we are not going to put the partner here. As the question says, we are they're asking about the index value, all right, not the partner. So let's say it is map.get of my target minus nums of I. All right, I'll explain this. All right, I'll explain this now. Let's suppose, as for now, oh, like I have to write this one as well, like map.put, like if it is not there, which means the partner is not there, as usual I'm going to put the routine is like just put the number and its index value, which means like the key will be the number, that is nums of I, and then the I. All right, okay, let me clearly explain you. So as for now, let's get into the first iteration. First iteration, I is equal to 0, so obviously nums of 0 will be 2 here. All right, so I'm going to check whether target minus nums of I, which is nothing but 9, minus nums of I is nothing but 2. As for now it's 2, so 9 minus 2, is it available in the map? As for now, my map is empty actually. Alright, so 9 minus 2, we are searching for 7. Actually we don't have any 7, so what are we supposed to do? It never gets into this condition, so this one will never execute. So we are getting to this line. This line says that nums of I, we are going to put nums of I, I. What is nums of I? That is actually 2, and the value is I is nothing but 0, actually the index of 2. Alright, okay, next iteration, we are getting to this one, 7. So nums of I will be talking about 7. So target again, 9 minus 7. What is 9 minus 7? That's 2 actually. Actually, whenever we are taking a particular number, we will be in search of its partner, whether it is already available or not. If it is not available, we'll be directly putting it into the hash map. If it is available, we'll stop the code there. We will stop the code there. Alright. So 9 minus 7, actually the partner of 7 is 2. It's already there. See here. And its index value is 0. Alright, we already have stored that. Of course we need the index value because we are supposed to give the index value to the output. So 9 minus 7, that is 2, is already there in the map. So what are we going to do? Output of 0. So we are going to make the output because we made sure that both the numbers are available. Alright, we found the guys who are making this target. So we are going to put out of 0, we are going to make the output. So output of 0 is equal to the current index. I talks about the current index, and the other index, we need to know the other index, right? The partner of 7. So that is 2 actually. The key 2 holds the other index. So what we have to do is map.get of target minus nums of 5, which is nothing but 2. The answer of this will be 2. So we are asking for the index value of 2. This will substitute and puts 2 there. So it will be read as like map.get of 2. Alright. So we'll be getting the index of 2. That is nothing but 0. Alright. So we have got the index. The current index is actually 1, the other one is 0. So we have got the index. So we can stop the code here. I told you, like, once you found the answer, you can stop the code there and you can return the value, right? So that's it. Let's run the code. Map. Where is my map? All right. So it says cannot find the symbol. What's by map? Integer, and then I have map. All right. So I think my variable. Yeah, here it is. missing return statement. Actually, what we can do is like this error you are getting is just because what is, see, we have made the return statement inside the if condition, right? What if the if condition never satisfies, which means what if your input doesn't contain anyone who makes this target? What will happen actually? That will never get into this if condition at all, right? So what are we going to return? We have to return because the return type is actually int array. So for that case, we are going to return something. Well, we don't know, like, but we are supposed to return something of type integer array. So we are going to return out here as well. All right. So let's submit the code. All right, so it's working fine. So one more thing I need to tell you, you might be wondering like, why is this guy returning out in both the side, both the lines actually? We can remove this one and this one is sufficient to get the result. Of course, I agree. But the problem is like, this one putting return out will limit the number of iterations. Let's suppose in this case, like, wait, let me show the description one. Look at this case. This case, within two iterations, we have found the result. So why do we want to, go with the iteration like iteration 3, 4? We don't want to go for iteration 3, 4, and so on. Getting me? So once you found the output, you can stop the code and you can return it. So it will limit the number of iteration. That's the reason I have given in both the cases. All right. So thank you for looking to this video. Like, if you don't subscribe to my channel, please do subscribe, and let's meet in the next video. Thank you.